it's like a real life Rocky story as well. Like it's just like the underdog
Come
works
on,
hard. He
Rocky,
comes.
you gotta pick it up, son. Come on,
that,
son.
that was really fucking good. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was his coach. But that was really fucking good. That's better than the American accent I can do. But bro, man, it's just I still can't believe it, man. I still literally can't believe it.
All right, guys. So we're back at it. Obviously another pay-per-view. I don't know if it's a breakdown this time, more of a recap. Couldn't get it done last week, so we're gonna give you a recap. So I think that's might even be a little bit better. It was a crazy
Yeah,
freaking night. We're joined again by Sam Grice, YinYang Monkey. You know the deal. He's on this show. He breaks down the pay-per-views. We're here for it. How's everything, sir?
very good, my friend. I've just finished moving house, but crazy weekend. I was moving house this weekend with the AJ fight and fucking whatever happened at this pay-per-view. So busy weekend all around, brother. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Busy weekend as well. Getting some interviews in, doing some work on the outside, all that good stuff. I could see the
Yeah, yeah.
backdrops a little different too. I could see that.
Yeah, yeah. New crib, bro. New crib.
That's it, man. That's it. All right. So obviously you guys know what happened. We don't have to explain it to you. Well, we are going to explain it to you, but we don't even have to like tell you what happened. Anyone that's in the MMA world, unless you're living under a rock, knows what happened. KAMARU Usman lost, the number one pound for pound fighter, lost. Leon Edwards shocked the world with a head kick, heard around the world.
Oh, oh my
And we're
God.
here to break it down, man. I got a little glass of whiskey here. I got a drink. I'm ready to go just because it's damn good. This is a damn
So
good
good.
breakdown, and I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, man. So good, bro. Pound for pound, headshot, dead. Coolest call you could ever do after doing that shit as well, man. And oh my God, like I just did not expect this at all. Everyone's reaction was just as it should be for that as well. Like who the fuck would have thought Kamaru Usman was beatable? Never mind being KO'd, starched like that. When would you ever think you'd see Kamaru Usman on his back like that? It's just absolutely. It's still to this now. What's it Tuesday now? It's still mind boggling, bro. What happened? And Leon Edwards is now the welterweight champion of the world. So my God, man, it was just perfect. It wasn't a lucky shot. I don't think you could see how he set it up,
No.
but it just wasn't like Leon. His Rocky's always been dangerous. I mean, how many unbeaten fighters he had in a row? I think he got slept on a little bit because Usman's that dominant.
Like 10.
But yeah, man. But Usman find out the hard way. Like maybe he got a bit complacent towards the end, and you can't do that with a guy like Rocky. And here we are, bro.
It's so crazy because, that's the point where it's late already. I mean, it's already late even for my time, right? Last minute of the main event. And I'm about to go to sleep. Like my eyes are closing. I barely made it through and I'm about
Yeah,
to
yeah,
shut the phone. I'm getting ready to shut the phone off. That's winding down time last minute because
yeah.
Kamaru was dominating the fight pretty much, right? So
hmm Yeah, it was. And to be fair, like the head kick was just say this when the decision for Kamaru's thing, you could have took away that Edwards was the first guy to take Kamaru down as well. Like Colby
yeah,
Covington, All American, fucking NCAA champion, whatever, couldn't take Usman down. Rocky, a kid from Birmingham, comes in and takes him down. Like, mate, I just think it was one of those things where it was just his night. It was bound to happen, just destiny, all that stuff. And I couldn't be happier for him, especially we've got our first British champion since Michael Bisping when he, funny enough, knocked out Rockhold, who was on the same card.
You
What
know
was
why
that?
that was
20?
weird? Not to cut you off when somebody said the first UK champ, because you guys got so many good fighters already that I thought in my
Yeah,
mind just subconsciously that there was already a UK champion. I was like, oh, that's right. He is the first UK champ now in a while.
yeah. Well, yeah. For ages, 2016, I think Bisping knocked out Rockhold, and I think Bisping defended it once or twice. It wasn't short lived, but to that point as well, yeah. Rocky, this trilogy's going to happen with Usman, bro.
Fucking Rocky,
And
man.
yeah, and it's like a real life Rocky story as well. Like it's just like the underdog
Come
works
on,
hard. He
Rocky.
come
You got to pick it up, son. Come on,
that,
son.
that was really fucking good. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was his coach. But that was really fucking good. That's better than the American accent I can do. But bro, man, it's just I still can't believe it, man. I still literally can't believe it. And I do I think his reign's gonna last that long? I mean, he's already knocked him out once, but Usman is it's gonna be in England, and you better bet your bottom dollar I'm getting tickets for that if it's at Wembley because usually
Oh,
they sell out of the O2, and so it's like 16,000 whatever, like a typical UFC. Wembley Stadium's 70, 80,000, bro.
crazy.
So yeah, man. The only thing is, does Leo Edwards have the star power to pull that off? I think after Saturday, if you asked me a week ago, I'd be Leon Edwards on Wembley. But after that, like this is one of those UFC like what the fuck moments. And I think I checked his Instagram followers, and it was like 250K or something. And then I woke up next day, and it was like I think he's on 550 or something now. So yeah, he's
Wow.
got that star power. Just because of his ability though, like not because he's never been good at talking on the mic, but still, how I opened this podcast with that quote, "Pound for pound, headshot, dead." That was some gangster fucking.
It's a
That was one.
line. That's a
Yeah,
line right
that's the
there.
line, man. Yeah, man. It's just like all that. Look at me now as well. Like you could see how much it
That was
means, like
beautiful,
mental.
bro. Beautiful. That was
Yeah,
beautiful. When
yeah,
he said that, when he was like, look at me now, like he said it like 5 times in
yeah,
a row,
yeah,
there was
yeah.
just pure
Bro, I got
passion. There was
chills.
no
I got,
hesitation. No
I got chills, bro.
hesitation. Yeah, there was no
Yeah,
hesitation, no doubt. Because sometimes, I'm not saying he did, but some people have accused him of not being great on the mic or whatever. That was just
yeah, yeah,
pure from the heart, bro. He won
yeah.
everyone over.
Again, it was his night, bro. It was just his night. When it's your night, it's your night. And fuck me, like,
Dude, he didn't even know what Utah was. And now he will
yeah,
never
no,
forget Utah for the rest of his life. That's going to
yeah,
be,
yeah,
dude, they don't go to
yeah.
Utah ever. That's
No,
Utah. No.
well,
Utah's
I
a great
remember here.
place in the US. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah,
Vegas, New York. You know what I'm saying? Utah, they never go to Utah. That was so
yeah,
random. But
yeah,
what a
exactly,
crowd,
bro.
right?
Oh man, what a crowd it was like. I think it's similar to the London vibe, like all these places the UFC don't go frequently. I feel like every time it's a Vegas card, people are used to seeing it there. But like when it's not as frequent, you embrace it more and you're more grateful because when's the next time it's going to be there? So yeah, the crowd was great. I mean, they had some good moments to cheer to. Don't get me wrong. Um, but yeah, man, like crowd was great. That fight, man, like that's just it's probably my favorite moment of this year, to be honest. And we've been spoiled as
Me
UFC
too. Me
fans.
too. Yeah. That was beautiful, dude. It was
Beautiful,
unbelievable.
man, like an emotional moment as well.
Yeah.
Like, and you've got to think of like just the what's it, man, the resilience he's had. He actually had UFC London was meant to come in March of 2020. It was Edwards against Woodley. That's how fucking far back that was. Woodley was main eventing, and it was meant to headline. That's when all the pandemic broke out, got
Yeah.
cancelled. Edwards, two Hamzat fights, cancelled. Just all this bad luck, and then I feel like, you just stick to your plan and believe it. Like you're gonna it's gonna pay off for you, and boy did it pay off for Leon Edwards on Saturday night, bro, in spades.
So this is the guy that everyone's always slept on. It's the guy that everyone
Mm-hmm.
always said, "Oh, I mean, I don't think he'll be champion," or it's a guy that everyone said, "Oh, he's corny or whatever." That guy is fighting
Yeah,
the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. The guy who was
yeah.
one win away from tying Anderson Silva's record, and people, including Dana White, were already starting to throw him into the GOAT conversation because of
40
that.
seconds. 40
There's
seconds away from
there's
tying the record.
40 seconds. And you know what's crazy about it? That wasn't a flurry. You know how sometimes you can get a lucky punch in a flurry, you throw
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He didn't throw a strike. Now, I don't know if this is just a combination of Leon being timid like he was throughout the previous 3 rounds, or just him being calculated and picking the right shot, but he didn't throw a shot for like 10 seconds before that. Like it wasn't a flurry.
Yeah,
It was one
no,
shot, bang. That's it. It was all just silence because no one was throwing.
yeah.
One
It
shot,
was doing
bang. That's it.
doing the feints, setting it up. I mean, like,
Yeah, the
I
feints
watched
for sure. Yeah.
yeah, I watched Teddy Atlas, like he's like my favorite MMA podcast. Like he's boxing,
The
the
fight,
legend, and
great guy.
oh, I love it, man. And if Teddy Atlas says it's not a fluke shot, it's not a fluke shot because he's so specific and scientific with his sweet science. So all those people, there's always going to be people saying it's a lucky shot, isn't it? I mean, I think even Usman said it was like a
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary in the Super Bowl or something. I
Yeah, in
mean,
football, a
I,
Hail Mary is when you're losing and everyone just goes to the end zone to score and you just try to throw the ball deep to get a
all right.
touchdown.
Oh,
That's what
really?
a Hail
Oh,
Mary
okay.
is.
So,
So
I
that's when
didn't get the
everyone just
reference.
goes down. So that's what he thought it was a Hail Mary that they got,
Yeah. Well, I mean, no,
or
not
that
really. I
Leon
mean,
got. That's what
yeah. I
Kamaru
mean,
thought.
well, I mean, I can see his point of view because if the shot didn't knock him out and he didn't finish it, then it wouldn't sense being a Hail Mary, so to speak. But
I
you
don't
know,
think that was a Hail Mary. I don't think
no,
that was a Hail Mary. Bro, it was a
no,
beautifully timed shot. That's one of the most beautifully placed head kicks I've ever seen. The
yeah,
technique, everything, bro. Like that's
hmm,
not luck. Luck is if you get caught
yeah,
with like a hook and a flurry of punches and you just hit the
yeah.
ground. It's not luck.
And what about Trevor Whitman being such a fan of striking? that when Leon Edwards was celebrating, he was just sat there smiling. He loves striking so
Those
much.
memes were so funny, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
yeah,
like
crazy,
weird
man.
almost the way he was smiling at him. It was like,
He's,
wow.
he's just as a student, isn't he? And he was like, yeah, just be appreciating. You know, he's like, he's probably thinking like, what could I do with this kid? Because he's
Yeah,
super
right.
talented. He's all
Like I
from a
want to bring him
striker, but
in.
yeah, but yeah, that's
He was
probably it.
plotting a move at that moment in time.
Yeah, but you know, on the back of that fight as well. I mean, obviously the trilogy's next, but for
Yes.
whatever reason, if Kamaru's out for 6 months, if that might be the case, gets injured or something, if he's against, we always say this, MMA math doesn't work. But
No.
does he beat Colby? Does he beat Jorge now?
I think he beats Jorge. I don't think he beats Colby.
Yeah,
Well,
probably beats
here's the thing.
Jorge.
He can beat Colby because he just fucking beat Usman. He can beat Colby,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. Colby, I just don't know. Jorge, that's going to be a stand-up fight. Jorge's not going to take that to the ground. He's going to beat Jorge if he fight.
yeah, yeah.
Or I think.
Uh,
No disrespect to Jorge or anything, but I
no,
think.
and of course, Jorge's a legend. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorites ever, man. But
I love
yeah, I
Jorge.
mean, it's just maybe with Jorge, he needs to get back in there against Gilbert Burns. Not the sidetrack or anything, but I'm not sure
Mm.
really. Like MMA maths doesn't work. I
I
think
don't
we
know if
need
he
to see
wants
Rocky
that fight
defend it.
though. That's a tough fight for him stylistically. If Gilbert wants to take that to the ground,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. But
because
no, but
Gilbert's
I
dude,
think
don't let the Hamza war fool you. Gilbert's good on the fucking ground.
yeah, he's fucking multiple champion jiu-jitsu. But like, I think Gilbert's not in it for like the quick finishes. I mean, I think Gilbert likes to scrap, man. Like, I just
Yeah, I
think
think you're right. Yeah,
he likes
yeah.
to scrap.
Because
Yeah,
even when he fought,
um,
Didn't he tease with Masvidal like a no takedown clause? Remember they were going back and forth on
yeah,
Twitter, and at one point, I
something like
think this
that.
was months ago, he was like, "Yeah, let's do a no," and then Masvidal was like, "Nah,
Hmm.
fuck that." But that's
Yeah.
what, yeah. So he wants to scrap. You're right.
But I think there's a sense of Leon Edwards that kind of wants the Jorge fight as well because of obviously the fucking three-piece in the soda incident. And if you that was 3 years ago. No, when was it? That was 2019. Yeah, 3 years ago. And if you think back then, like nobody cared about who Leon Edwards was
Feels like
back
that was
there,
ages ago. It feels like that was
bro.
10 years ago.
Bro, he was a co-main event against Gunnar Nelson,
Gunnar
and
Nelson.
no,
Yep.
and nobody gave a shit. And then
He was like
Jorge,
ranked like number 11 at the time. Nobody. But to be
yeah,
fair, bro, this is crazy because nobody gave a shit about him when he was in the top 5 either.
no,
Everybody
yeah,
wrote him off, bro. It was,
yeah,
you know what it was? Think about it, dude. When Colby lost to Usman for the second time, I was like, oh, he's gonna run through everyone until he sees Colby. Everyone's talking about Colby, Colby. He's talking about going up to
yeah,
205. Think about it. Everybody else, all the other
yeah,
contenders have been ran through. Leon was the only guy he was yet to face recently, right? But everyone
yeah,
was already
yeah.
talking about other stuff. Everybody
Mhm.
dismissed Leon, bro. He needs to get another fight or he needs to do this. And
Yeah, yeah,
how what? You know?
yeah, yeah. He's earned his stripes, man. He's definitely earned his stripes, and just go back to. I'm so happy. And this is the best sport in the world, and just that night just proved how good this sport is. You can't
Yes.
beat it. You can't beat it. I love football or whatever soccer is to you guys. Adore it all my life, but UFC now for me. Any day you ask me, do I want to the Champions League final or fucking Rocky against Usman
Oh,
3 in
it's
Wembley?
not even
I'm
close for
picking
me,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I love well, we call it soccer here, but I'll say football. I'm from Spain as well. So I love football. I love well,
Oh,
we don't
okay.
even
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
English there, but whatever. I love fucking football, bro. Are you kidding me? Barcelona all day, baby.
I've seen your boss top. I've actually been to the Camp Nou as well.
You been
Like
there
it was sick.
before?
Yeah, man. I went in like 2015. With my girlfriend at the time, and yeah, it was sick. Barcelona's a good city, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
it's
know
a
you were
great
Spanish.
place to be. It's a great
I
place to
didn't know you
be.
were Spanish. That's sick.
I don't know how I never brought that up. I was born in Spain, bro. I'm from your areas.
Fuck. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
I'm
Yeah,
from
man.
across the pond, dude. I'm not from here. Yeah,
Yeah, good man, good man.
yeah, yeah. So listen, man, this fight, we spoke about it before the DM in the DM, bro. We fucking said
Hmm.
that this was a historic night. You asked me, or I said this is a historic night. You asked me, why is this a
Yeah,
historic night? Why? Dude, just think about it. The guy was about to tie Anderson Silva, the man that
I
everyone looked
know.
frowned upon, or not frowned upon, but the man that everyone underestimated, slept on, does that. And here's why.
Yeah,
Because Leon might be in history for 2 categories now. That might be the greatest head kick knockout in UFC history because of the way he placed
maybe.
it and the
Yeah,
circumstances behind it,
yeah,
who he's fighting,
yeah.
how much time is left,
Hmm.
what the fight meant, the welterweight title. And another one is
Yeah,
that might be the greatest comeback in UFC history because you brought up round
yeah,
one.
yeah,
The man's the first guy to ever take Usman down. Colby almost did it. Some people debate whether it was or not.
yeah,
Leon
yeah,
clearly took him down,
yeah,
flattened
yeah.
him, and had top mount on him.
Took his
So,
back as well.
yeah, that's the only round he wins, though. Usman
Yeah,
wins
yeah,
2,
yeah,
3, 4. He's even
yeah,
starting to stare him down after every. That's why it's a story.
yeah,
Usman's
yeah,
even
yeah,
starting to stare him down after every round, dominating.
yeah.
Dude,
Hmm.
Edwards is
And
getting
then
dominated even in the 5th round. It's not looking good.
yeah,
And then one
Rocky
shot,
said it was.
bang.
Rocky said it was. Yeah, pound for pound headshot, bang. That's the best, man. But even Rocky said like that was his worst performance. I don't think it was his worst performance really, but he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't as sharp as he looked. But I mean, who was he against last? Like Nate Diaz. Obviously, he's going to look a bit sharp and singly up. But the whole event, all the fights I watched, that I don't know if it was the elevation or something, but like I know Rockhold's cracking on a bit. Um, Maybe we don't want to get in that fight yet, but just the fighters. Edwards said he was tired. The humidity, not humidity, elevation in Salt Lake
Yeah,
City because
that
you're up
was
in
a
the
big factor in the
mountains.
fight. That was a big factor.
Yeah,
I believe him. Look at Rockhold. Look at some of the previous fighters in the prelims that got affected
yeah,
by it. 100% a factor. Dude,
yeah,
Rockhold was
100%,
in
bro.
tick. We're gonna get into that in a couple minutes. Rockhold
Yeah,
was in tip top shape for that fucking fight, bro. He said he
yeah,
felt the
yeah, yeah.
best he felt in years. Years. There's no reason the guy should have gasped by round. There's no, bro. By the end of round
No,
one, his
yeah,
hands were on his knees. That's not normal. He wasn't
it's
out of
not
shape.
normal at all.
He looked
Definitely
good
not
too. He
normal.
looked like he always looked ripped, like a lean 185. He was fine.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
exactly, bro.
yeah, but back to Leon.
Man,
I'm wondering whether that, because that's the thing, bro, is he wasn't even, that's why that knockout is crazy, because that was a singular shot. That wasn't part of a combination, wasn't part of a flurry, wasn't even
hmm,
part of a two-punch thing, a 1-2, nothing. It was a one-shot punch that he landed. And I'm wondering what the hesitancy was, or was it hesitancy rather, or was it just starting to, calculating the right shot? Because throughout the entire fight, it seemed like
yeah,
hesitancy. Leon wasn't throwing, but it goes
yeah,
back to the elevation. It goes back to that. So
yeah,
I'm gonna sort of say, to combat what you said previously, you sort of hinted that. I don't know if this is what you're going
yeah,
to say, but you said Usman should be the heavy favorite in a rematch. I agree, but here's the deal. Don't think that that was like an anomaly. I'm telling you right now, Edwards is going to have a great fight against Usman. It'll be
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
toss-up fight, like a split decision or
exactly.
something. I really
And
think he didn't show his
plus
all.
Edward. And bro, if it's actually at Wembley, if you think the O2 is intimidating, go watch Tyson Fury box at Wembley, AJ box at Wembley, mate. Like it's where the England football team play. Like I don't care if you're like I know Usman's the best because of his mentality and that, but you're gonna have to take some mentality to come into well to be fair, like to go into Wembley and beat Edwards, like especially when the whole country's behind him. Because the boxing, Usyk came in and beat Joshua at Wembley, but the country aren't behind AJ anymore as far as like they are with Edwards now. And UFC and boxing are like different. The UFC fans are a bit crazy, how we all know that. So yeah, I mean, I'd say Usman's favorite, but just off knowledge, like just off prior knowledge and
Usman's
history,
favorite,
and
100,000%. Usman's
yeah,
favorite one, and number two, Usman 1,000% deserves a rematch. Don't give me Masvidal or anything. Usman deserves a rematch, bro. Come on.
oh, I thought you meant favorite in the fight. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh no,
yeah, of
both,
course.
both. Number one, Usman
Oh,
should be favorite, and number two, which I don't think it'll be a lopsided fight like the first one until the head kick. But number two, Usman should also get an immediate rematch, 100%.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because I've
hundred
seen
percent,
people
yeah,
on Twitter talking to, well, no, Masvidal saying it, his manager saying it, and I love
yeah,
Masvidal again, but no
yeah.
shot, bro. Usman is
No,
getting
no
the
shot. Yeah.
immediate rematch.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, Usman is. But yeah, as far as the fight, I think Usman might be the favorite as well. Just for both, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, he will. He is. He should be. 100% he should
Yeah,
be.
but I think to run it back, I think it might be about the thing is though, it's what Dana was saying, like what's it, August now? I mean, how long do you have to wait for it? Because like
You saw the
people
Usman TMZ interview. You saw it, right? It sounds like you saw
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
He said next year.
he said top of the year, but bro, nobody wants to come to England in the winter, bro. It's fucking cold. So like the UFC wants to make like take over towns and like they want good weather and stuff. So UFC London would have to well probably be March.
It
They
gets
usually don't
pretty
go by
freaking cold
March.
over here too. You ever
Yeah,
been
it
to
does. Yeah,
Minnesota? You ever been in New
bro,
York, where I'm from?
bro,
I live in New
bro,
Jersey, bro. It gets pretty
bro.
freaking cold out here.
Yeah, I'm talking shit, man. I actually went to New York in January. I was fucking freezing. So
Because I'm from Spain, and in Spain, the winters ain't that cold and the summers ain't that
no,
hot. But over here, the summers are hot and the winters are cold.
yeah. What is that? What is that? That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going through a heat wave right now. Anyway, it's like the world's
Yeah.
dying and shit. So I'm all tanned and shit as far as a tan Englishman would be like. But yeah. Anyway, should we get on to the cool man?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into that one.
Yeah,
Obviously Luke Rockhold lost to Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa's a guy who
Yeah,
was coming off a 2-fight losing streak. Luke Rockhold, a guy we haven't seen since, who we haven't seen rather since like 2019, right?
it was
Something
like
like that.
against Jan,
Yeah,
and
against
he just
Jan.
got yeah, and he just got like everyone thought he was chinny off that fight, but he was coming against Jan, who's like you know an absolute savage, and Luke
Yeah.
and Rocco fought at light heavyweight. I don't think Rocco's really a light heavyweight, and yeah,
No.
this fight, bro. I didn't know what to expect. I maybe expected Paulo Costa to just run him down, but the cardio of these like big fellas definitely had something to do with it. Like they were both gassed.
Yeah.
Um,
Paulo
but they
definitely
were
not as gassed as Luke, though. Definitely not.
100% not. Right, Rocco like did not look good, but still he had heart on him, man. Like he was
Oh,
still catching Paulo. Like he was just like doing those like left hooks, smashing him.
fuck you.
Um,
Remember that?
yeah,
He said fuck
yeah,
you and hit him. I don't
yeah.
know if I'm
Like
not even
Rocco.
exaggerating. That's what he did.
Yeah. I know. Like the people on the internet don't seem to be big Rocco fans, and I can see why because the guy's personality is often very strange, But he's got a fan in me. I
He
hope he fights
swayed
one
me
more
even
time.
in the lead up to the fight, dude. The interview, everything he was saying in the interviews and everything, I was like, wow, like I like what Rockhold's saying here.
Yeah. No, he's like, I mean, legend. I mean, Strikeforce, UFC. Like guys are legend. I mean, it's just the casuals probably or like just probably don't understand like what the fuck's going on, and
Jake
you
Paul,
know the fuck Jake Paul, bro. He's
bro,
fucking gets on my tits, man.
dude. He
Like,
says, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
like I like Logan. Logan seems like a cool guy. I'll be honest. But Jake Paul, like now he wants to go back fighting fucking YouTubers. It's like no, bro. Like what happened to this fucking? I understand his fight got cancelled and that, but I'm just so over it, bro. I'm over the Jake Paul fiasco. It's
He's
time to
supporting
like
Luke Rockhold's comments from the stuff that he made, the comments he made about Dana and the interviews leading up to the Paulo Costa
no,
fight.
of
Right, you
course he
saw
is.
that.
Yeah,
He supports
yeah,
him
of
on
course he
Twitter.
is.
Him and Ariel. I'm going to tell you a little story about this. This is why it's so interesting.
Yeah,
And I'm sure you saw this, but maybe some of the people watching haven't. So Jake Paul, Paulo Costa leading into the fight against or Luke Rockhold, rather. I think there's a whiskey talking here, people. Luke Rockhold, Luke Rockhold leading into the fight with Paulo Costa and the interviews and all that stuff. He's saying stuff about, he's sort of rebelling against the UFC, right? About, the
yeah.
health that they don't offer, like health plans, things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature, things that people have come at the UFC for. Jake Paul
Yeah.
was very supportive of him on Twitter. Ariel Helwani,
Mm-hmm.
one up that, was very supportive of it on Twitter as
Yeah.
well. Jake Paul then in the fight afterwards probably doesn't know shit about Luke Rockhold because he never watches the UFC. He starts bashing and saying, what a sloppy fight, this, that, and the other, whatever. And then Ariel Helwani, a guy who had a pretty strong allegiance to Jake Paul, which I don't think was
Yeah.
smart on his end, and I kind of wouldn't
No.
agree with. But
Yeah.
Ariel was always seemed to be on an island in terms of MMA reporters who supported Jake Paul. And now even Ariel has turned against Jake because of what he said against Luke. He said, like, dude, you just supported him and now you're shitting on him.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's a legend of the sport. Show the
Yeah.
respect. And then Ariel
Exactly.
said on his show on the MMA, and I'm going to be honest, I have never been the biggest fan of Ariel Helwani. But I agree with what he said. He said on his show on the MMA Hour, he said that, he supported the guy, but man, like that's not right what he did. Like that's not something he should have done. And he also said that now he questions his intentions towards trying to help fighters in terms of pay. Everything Jake Paul's done in terms of the union and everything, even his biggest supporter, Ariel Helwani, is now questioning that, saying, I question why you're doing this. Because I question it too, bro. Why would a random millionaire want to be helping UFC fighters?
Yeah, I know exactly why. Because it's part of his branding. Like he knows how to get you talking in his own right. He's a genius in that way. But like, it's just boring now, bro. Like people are just seeing through it. Like fuck Jake Paul, bro. Like I'm so over this fucking circus. Like I really am. And it's just no respect. Like I get it. He's went in there and he's fought boxing fights, and that takes courage. I'm not saying that, but for to be like Luke Rockhold fighting for 25 years, octagon strike force, you don't know shit about what it takes to get in there
Luke
compared to
Rockhold
what
has
you've
done
done.
so much
So
more than he will ever do in the sport of boxing,
yeah, of
bro,
course,
as a UFC fighter.
of course, yeah, man. And it was even on like the entertainment front, wasn't like Luke Rockhold like a Calvin Klein model or some shit. Jake
Yeah.
Paul's too fuck ugly to be a Calvin Klein model. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And,
that motherfucker's ugly. Luke Rockhold's a good looking dude, bro. I can't even lie. There was
bro,
there were people making memes if you're watching a fight, if you were watching last Saturday with your girlfriend,
Yeah,
turn off the Luke Rockhold Paulo
yeah,
Costa
yeah,
fight
yeah.
because those are two good looking motherfuckers right there.
Can you imagine having a body like Paulo fucking Costa? The kid doesn't even look real.
No,
And by the way, you saw that coming in his room for blood tests and shit at like fucking 7 a.m.
ridiculous.
What's that about?
You can't get
They
it at
get it
10.
to, yeah, you can't wait a few hours. Like,
Ridiculous. Even Dana said it. That's ridiculous. So there's no excuse
yeah,
for
yeah.
that. No excuse for that.
Yeah, man. But as far as the fight went, mate, I think it was just I think maybe it worked in our advantage as fans. The gas tank was being low because they were just rolling all over the place. Like fucking it was just good, man. Like they were just reversing each other on the ground. They were stunning each other with shots. Like it was a good scrap.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I expected Costa to win. He did, and he did. I don't know where he goes from here. I don't know where he is in the rankings now.
I'm gonna pull up the
Probably,
rankings. I got him right here.
yeah, cool. But
You
as
let me
far as
know what you
Rocco,
think. Let me know who you think he fights next. I'm gonna pull him up and tell you right now. I got him right here.
I
So we
think
got
maybe Jared. What do you fight, Jared?
so obviously Izzy's the champ, right? We got Robert Whitaker
Yeah.
is fighting Marvin. So scratch those two. Jared Cannonier's no, bro. Jared Cannonier's fighting Strickland, bro. That just got announced.
What? What is he?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Strickland's getting right. Strickland's fine, bro. If he beats Cannonier, he's right back in the mix. That's immediately what I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
when I
yeah,
saw that. 2 versus 7.
yeah. Okay, so
So I'll tell
where's
you the
Costa?
rest. Derek Brunson, 4. He doesn't have a fight scheduled. Alex Pereira, you know the deal with Izzy.
Yeah, yeah.
Paulo Costa just fought. Yeah, I mean, Jack Hermanson, 8. Sean Strickland, we just mentioned, 7. So, yeah, I mean, maybe what? Derek Brunson, Jared. Yeah, Robert Whitaker's fighting Vittori. Cannonier's fighting Strickland, right? So we got open
Mm.
Brunson. Costa just fought. Maybe if he wants to wait a little bit for Costa. Hermanson, Till. That's pretty much it. Kelvin Gastelum's 10. That's it.
Costa versus Till would be fun.
Costa versus Till would be fun, but you think Costa wants to fight number, what is he, like 9? You think Costa wants to fight
11th or
9 after
something.
just beating I'll go Luke Rockhold's
Yeah.
on rank, but
To be fair, I've
Costa's
got
like
no
2.
idea how. I've got no idea. Is he?
No. He's
Ah, right.
6. I'm bugging. He's 6.
6. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to fight Till. Like, I don't know how Till's still in the rankings. To be fair, maybe like 30, 40. He's won once at middleweight.
Star power.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but like the Costa and Till fight would be fun. They're both. I'd say
That's
Costa's like
fun.
a star. Costa's a star at this point. The build up would be fun. Till people forget about his striking, bro. But him and Costa were in the ring, in the octagon. Sorry, and I think Costa would just want to scrap.
Yeah. I don't think
That could be
Costa
a
would
fun
take
one.
that to the ground, right? So Till might be good there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we still haven't seen Till from fucking him working with Hamza. Like they're training every day, and Hamza is a savage on the ground. So we'll have to see if he's reaping the benefits of that. But
Yeah, we haven't
yeah,
seen that
who
yet, right?
knows?
His fight got canceled against who was he going to fight at UFC London?
Jack Manson,
Yeah.
and that probably would have went.
This guy does not just say, like, let me fight a striker for once and get some momentum again. Like, this dude just goes Brunson, Hermanson. Like, dude, these guys just fighting grapplers that want to
No,
take him to the
yeah,
ground.
like it might not be the smartest of his career, but Till doesn't give a fuck.
He
He's always
doesn't
been a
care. He
fighter,
wants to make a statement.
bro. He'll fight anyone. He doesn't give a fuck. He'll fight anyone.
Yeah, he
Do you not
will. I
remember
love
back in the
Till.
day? Do you not remember back in the day? He was like, "I'll fight anybody." And then at the New York conference, they were like, "Yo Romero," and they were like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah,
Obviously a joke. I think you would have still fought him, but I understand why you'd say that about Romero.
for sure. Listen, man, it was a good. I mean, in terms of scraps, it was just fucking scrap, right? Like, it wasn't the most
Yeah,
technical
yeah,
bout you've ever seen in your life, for sure not. But it was a good fight. And then I think Luke, the fact that, let me just say this. Luke, when have you ever seen somebody land a 360 roundhouse kick? Because Luke landed one clean on
yeah,
Paulo
yeah, yeah. That
Costa.
was
And you know what's funny?
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
yeah.
got something to say about that. When was the last time you ever seen a UFC fighter throw a 360 roundhouse kick in a fight? Probably not, right?
No, no.
You know what? You know what's weird about that? Nate Diaz started experimenting and doing things like that. Like he threw a 360 wheel kick or something like that. Or no, just like a flying wheel kick to open up the fight
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
against Robbie Lawler. And it's funny
Mm-hmm.
because, Nick Diaz tried a lot of like new things against Robbie Lawler, even though he lost it. He
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
crazy shit. And Luke also, who had a lot of time off, just like Nick, well, Nick had way more, also tried stuff. So I wonder, like, is it that active guys don't try that because they're like, nah, I've been in there enough. That's not going to work. But you got guys like
yeah, yeah,
Luke and Nick who maybe puffed a couple joints and had some time to
yeah,
think.
yeah,
Cause
yeah,
they're both doing that. They're both
yeah,
doing that. And they're like,
yeah, yeah,
what if
yeah,
I
yeah.
threw a fucking 360 roundhouse kick in the middle of a fight? That's different. And I just
Yeah,
it
but
makes me
like
think.
Yeah, no, mate, that's so fascinating. Like that's really smart how you thought of like non-active guys thinking of ninja shit
Because they're
before,
not
but
in there, right? And you know how
yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're off season and like you have a couple drinks or you whatever, and like you're just like talking
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like, oh, I could do that. Let me try this. Let me think about what I could do
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Connor,
No,
you know
that's
this crazy shit Connor says. Connor's like, I'm gonna fight Usman. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this crazy comeback.
yeah,
He's had all this time off, and it gives him time to chat a lot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. But nobody chats like Connor. Like
Right, right. But I think
no,
the Connor one's completely different from the
yeah,
Rockhold
yeah,
Diaz scenario that I was
yeah,
trying to
yeah, yeah.
say. Yeah, and it's
No, but
just different.
I get exactly what you mean though, bro. Yeah. What about Rocco? Fucking, it was very unhygienic. I mean, you know, when he was wiping the blood all over his face when he was like in mount and
Yeah.
shit like that.
It
It
was
was
a
just like, what
weird
was that?
rock hold, dude. It was like even in the press conference and everything, it was like a rock hold we'd never seen before, you know?
Yeah, well, maybe trying to like, I don't know, maybe he knew it was his last time. He wants people to remember him from something,
Yeah, yeah. Because he was
or
really
maybe,
sort of himself almost in that last press conference and like throughout the whole
yeah.
process.
I kind of got the impression that he's had 3 years off. People have been talking shit after shit, and I think that just piles up. And he's like kind of bitter and resentful towards all these fans who are just chatting shit. And you know what I mean? He was just like in there, just going like
Yeah,
"fuck
about his
everyone."
chin and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of had a "fuck everyone and everything" attitude on fight week, and I loved every fucking second of it, bro.
Yeah. I loved it too, man. And as we wrap up here, we're gonna get into the third fight, or yeah, the third
Yeah,
fight of
yeah,
the night, the fight that was kind of in between the main card here, because we kind of just wanted to cover today the big three fights that were on the card:
yeah,
Marab
yeah,
versus
yeah.
Jose, Luke Rockhold versus Paulo, and then of course that crazy main event,
Hmm.
just because we knew we were gonna take a
Hmm.
lot of time on that main event. So let's
Yeah,
get into
fuck
that
yeah,
one, man. Yeah, of course. That was just
yeah.
freaking again, just to harp back. Usman versus Edwards, crazy.
Mm,
Now looking
yeah.
ahead, we're gonna get to Marab versus Jose Aldo,
Hmm.
man. I want to start with you. What'd you
Yeah.
think of that fight?
Yeah, yeah. Well, obviously, watch the highlights. 'Cause obviously I was asleep, so you know, shit like that. But as far as I seen, it wasn't the most
It
entertaining
wasn't
fight. But
very eventful.
I think Morab had done what he had to be done and what was expected. Hailing from Georgia, they've all got good grappling, wrestling backgrounds there. I think he just kind of shut out Jose. Done what had to be done, really, and it was a bit frustrating because you
It
know I kind
was.
of want Jose to kind of run. I kind of want Jose in that fight. You know, I want Jose to have one last title run, and um, you know, it is what it is, bro. But I think Jose's still got probably a few more fights in him. I don't think it's at that point yet where it's like a Cerrone or something like that. Definitely not because he looks sharp
No,
still.
he's still
Legend in the game.
freaking good, dude.
Yeah, he is, man. But you know, props to Marab. Done what had to be done, and but at the same time with the Marab thing and in title picture, like, his best friend was still, and he's in his corner and that. So like, what's he doing? Like, is it going to get to the point where it's like he's number one
Did
because
you
he
see
is
the
good
post
enough to
fight
get number
interview?
one? What do you say?
Just pretty much clarifying exactly what you just said or emphasizing. He's like, they asked him, Joe Rogan was like, I know, like, you know, you just beat
Yeah,
number 3, number 4 in the world. Like, this might be a little weird for you, but what do you want next? Like, your best friend, the guy you say you don't want to fight, you both say that, is a champion. And he's like, oh, I'll never fight him. And then he's like, we're best friends and I love him. And I'm like, well, where are you going to go from here?
yeah.
I mean,
It kind of reminded me of Habib and Islam. Like that, I mean, some people say that's why Habib retired because they've seen Islam was on its trajectory. Funnily enough, it's been what like maybe a couple of years now, but Islam's now fighting for the title.
yeah,
Next pay per view, I think. Can't wait for that one. That
great
one's gonna
one.
be fucking sick. I can't
You
wait to
think
talk to
this
you about
one's
that
good? You
one, bro.
think this recap's gonna be crazy? Imagine, dude. I'm gonna go crazy for the breakdown to UFC 282,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
going to
It's
be.
gonna be sick.
Ooh.
I know, bro. I know. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of the whole fight?
Man, it's weird, right? I kind of want to keep harping on what you just said about the post-fight interview. I mean, about what we just stated on that whole, you know, recap and the whole post-fight where he's talking about he's friends with Aljo and all that. I mean, where else are you going to go? And I like the comparison you made between
Yeah,
Islam and Khabib. That was a great comparison. There's just one key difference here. Marab is a lot closer than Islam was before Khabib retired.
yeah, he
He's
is, hundred
way
percent. Yeah.
closer. He just beat number. He's gonna be in the. Let me see the rankings right now because they are updated. Let's see. He's in the top
Hmm.
5. I'll
Hmm.
bet you. He's in the top 5. Yeah, he's 3, bro. He's number 3.
Three. So number
Yeah,
two
dude.
is Dillashaw and who else?
Let me see. But the point I'm trying to make is Dillashaw's 2, Jan is 1. Sanhagen 4, Marlon Vera 5, Cheetos 5. But the point I'm trying to make is Islam was like, that's a great comparison, by the way, because Islam, everyone knew he was going to come through. But
Yeah,
Islam
yeah,
was like 10 when Khabib retired. This guy's 3. You think Aljo's retiring anytime soon?
yeah. No, 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 definitely
I
not.
don't think so. He just won the
Yeah,
title.
yeah, yeah.
Aljo said the only,
Jeez,
I've
man.
heard an alternative, a strange one. Aljo said, I'd go up and fight Volkanovski for like the 45-pound belt. I don't think that's crazy. There's 2 problems with that. Number one, Volkanovski himself, who is more proven than you as a champion, no disrespect, Aljo,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wants
yeah,
to go
yeah.
up to 55. He wants to jump a weight class 2 and become a 2-division
Yeah,
champ.
exactly.
And then 2, Aljo just won the belt. Or no, well, technically, yeah, he just won the belt. What was his
Yeah, he
his
did. Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
defense?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really go up.
Um,
Usman wanted to go up to 205, right? You can't
yeah,
do that until you win like 3, 4, 5 title defenses. You got to
yeah, yeah,
defend your
yeah,
title before you say
yeah.
that.
Unless you got star power like Connor, obviously, which, but no,
Exactly.
that's an anomaly. You know
That's
what I
way
mean? And
different. That's way
yeah,
exactly.
Aljo doesn't have the star power. I mean, I like Aljo. I'm a fan. You know, but yeah, you know, it might change. Like they might just kind of like I don't know, fucking just Marab's all the work you put in. If you've got to go through a friend to do it, then things might get sour in the training
It
room
is
now,
what
knowing
it
that they're
is,
so
dude.
close.
What are your
You know, man.
dreams?
Yeah, exactly, man. So see what happens, bro. But I think if the fight happened, Aljo would probably submit him or something like that. Anyway.
Right, because he's a guy that wants to take it to the ground, and we know that Aljamain's a guy that is very happy being off his back, right?
Yeah, yeah. Aljo's jiu-jitsu is sick, man. Like you
Yeah,
don't
it's
realize how
really
good
good.
his grappling is until like you just go through and see the shit he's doing while you're doing the Sandhagen and all that. But bantamweight division is one of my favorites. Actually, all the fucking divisions, bro.
Yeah, they're
It's
all great. No, I've
yeah,
said this many times on this show that I think bantamweight's the best division in the world. Now it's very tight between bantamweight and 55 because I've ranked all the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
divisions. It's tight, but bantamweight, even in Bellator, bantamweight is Bellator's best division too. I interviewed some Bellator bantamweights; they agree.
hmm No, exactly, bro. Yeah,
So yeah, man, look, it's been good. It's been fun, my
it's
man,
been
having you
amazing.
on the show again. We broke
Oh,
this the big 3 fights that were on the pay-per-view, guys. We're gonna sign
hmm
off here. Check us out the next time. We will be back for UFC 279, if I'm not mistaken. Nate
Some of it,
Diaz,
yes, yeah,
something like
I
that.
think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's 279. Nate Diaz versus who's Nate Diaz fighting?
Hamza,
There we
Hamza,
go.
bro.
Hamza.
yeah,
Okay. I think
yeah,
it's the whiskey talking, bro. I think it's best we
yeah,
sign off
bro.
right now. All right. Take
Yeah,
care.
of course. Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. It's getting late as well. Always a pleasure, bro. Thank you for having me, man. And thank you so much for not spoiling it because I know it was 6 a.m. in the UK when that happened. And you just sent me a DM with dots instead of like, oh,
Yes,
look what happened.
yes. I'm
That's
glad
how
you
I,
recognize that because I was like, how do I say that something crazy
yeah,
happened without saying something crazy happened?
and that's how I know you're my bro. So thank you for that.
Exactly.
And pleasure as always, man.
All right, brother. We'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Cheers, man. See you later.